I will. I'd like to say that Nat and Eric, Nat told me yesterday that he is remaining neutral.
Okay, so introduce yourself.
So I'm Chase Ruzanski, being interviewed by Brendan Baird. I'm running for Vice President of the class of 2027. Vote Chase Ruzanski.
What is your plan when you get into office?
So my plan when I get into office is to bring change to the school and give the student body more power, because we should be able to choose what happens in the school and what doesn't, and I don't think we have enough power. So I will work with the rest of the student officers to bring real change to the school.
What do you have to say to the teachers and administrators and the people in student council?
And the people in student council?
And
I say to especially the people in student council, this will probably mentioned later in the interview, but the students should be choosing every single theme day for Spirit Week, and not just the students in student council, every student in the school. And to the staff and administrators, I'm here to just work alongside you, of course, as respecting your superior authority, and to just bring change.
so obviously the vending machines over there are very expensive for some people. What do you think you can do about that?
Nothing. Vending machines are contracted by an independent company that I have no control over.
So obviously you were running against Nat and Eric, who have formed a team as of last night. Say one nice thing about them.
Well, before I say one nice thing about them, both I will, I'd like to say that Nat and Eric, Nat told me yesterday that he is remaining neutral on this subject, and that although he is in office with Eric currently, he is remaining neutral. But one nice thing, of course, about Eric, he's a hard worker and he's a respectable opponent to go against. And then Nat, of course, we've known each other for a while, so just he's a good leader in general.
You are making a very aggressive campaign for vice president. How do you consider running for president, and why haven't you?
Well, originally, when I thought about running for office, I did think about president, but I don't want people to think I'm in this for that position of power, to be able to speak at graduation. I want people to know that I'm here to bring change, not just to have a nice title that I can look at, and I think vice president can still achieve change in the way that I want.
Tailoring off of that, what will you do as vice president to make sure that job gets more roles and opportunities in society?
Well, in regards to my speeches that I will be giving at every lunch today, I want to lower the price of, this might sound silly, but I just want to lower the price of popcorn, because there's no reason that should be costing almost half as much as our school lunch. And Spirit Week, I want to let every single student choose every single theme for the week. And part of my campaign is that we don't know what the future holds for us, and I want everybody in the student body, regardless of who you are, to be able to choose what happens in the school.
So tailoring off of the future part, I ran a poll on my Instagram and you were down almost 40% to Eric. What can you do to turn those tides?
Well, I think that in regards to those polls, if we look at past elections even, we look at Kamala versus Trump, Hillary versus Trump, and elections dating back, polls before election have never really determined. And I know that it's different because the voting system for class office is different because it's not representative. But, I think that people are leaning towards Eric right now because he's already in office as vice president. But last year, nobody significant as me ran against him, so I think I can really turn that in the future.
If you do not get elected, do you accept the results?
Of course, yes, I will accept the results. I'll run again next year. Come back even stronger.
What do you have to say to Eric, who has been saying things about you online?
I just think that that's not very representative of how a vice president should run the school. And, I come online and I only say nice things. I don't talk about Eric online. I don't put posters up that have Eric in it at all. And I just think that the student body really needs somebody that isn't going to go online and try to slander the other opponent for votes.
Do you have anything else to say? Last minute?
Vote for Chase Ruzanski, and I'm giving some speeches at lunch today, so you might be seeing this after, but make sure you really listen and make sure that you really think about what change this school needs.